Hello. Right, the subject of this the live stream discussion is: does anybody have any? I'm considering buying a new phone next week. Does anybody have any recommendations for a good one? Ah, Theo, you've made an early appearance. I noticed. Do you have any? Mm. I knock at your brick. Uh, how much are they in the region of? How much do they cost to buy new? Get the Wiener phone. It pays to shop around for things a bit, doesn't it? Pays to shop around until you get good value for money. A Charlie Tuner telephone. That's my old mobile phone now. The one that I had before I had the one that I'm using now. It's gone dud. It doesn't work because it doesn't. I use a Samsung phone. I think I'd like having a new one because so I could use this. So I could have two. I'd like two, so I could use one as a spare forever. And this one isn't bad. It's just get loads of stuff. I just get loads of stuff popping up on it all the time, and I have to reconnect it when I'm filming videos. I have to keep reconnecting because I had to reconnect again. Then does anybody else have any recommendations? I'm going to have my tea in the in relish, the Indian. Going to have my tea in relish, the Indian restaurant next door today. Let's see if I can charge this up over here. Oh, Hey, what I can do, I can charge this up over. Oh. My phone's on the verge of going dead. It's only like 5%, something like that. You could plug it in over here. Won't go dead then. 6% it's at. So, how is everybody? How's everyone getting on? What phone do I use? I use a Samsung phone. Has all the ice and snow subsided around where you live? Subsided? If it has, you probably miss building snowmen, don't you? It was fun, and going sledging. So, how's everyone keeping? Could I get a bit more audience participation, please? Can anybody just type something into this conversation so that it can help me to keep the conversation going? I tell you what, it's like being at an auction where you're waiting for something. You're waiting for someone to someone else to bid on whatever's been put up for auction. Does anybody else have any suggestions as to what's so good about the Nokia brick? What features does it have? What I really need to do is go into a shop and that they can help me out, and they can find a fancy phone for me that's good for making YouTube videos with. What I'm thinking of doing is carrying on with this discussion for another half an hour and calling it. And then if I don't get any more audience partition, call it just call this part one. And I could always do a part two later on today to see if I can get more audience participation. That's how I do things very often. I split things up into parts. I'm not getting very much audience participation with this at the moment, so I'll carry on with it for half an hour and see how we go on. It's gone down to 1. Viewing figures have gone down to 1. Is there something good on television? Am I missing something? I'll do this for half an hour and see how if if I don't get any audience participation, I'll just call it a day and call it. Do a part two of this later on. Because the answer to the question of which phone do we use, it's a Samsung. That's the answer to that's the last question that got asked. That was a while back. That. Nobody's keen to take part in this discussion today for some reason or other. There's a few watching. Maybe figures are going up bit by bit, but not very, not at an alarming rate, I must say. I'm not definitely getting a new phone. I'm just considering it. That's all. Considering it for next week. Mm. Can you have more than one phone under the same under the same contract? Let's put my milk back in the fridge. Put the salad cream, but the mayonnaise back in the fridge as well. Right, so I'm back. Does anybody else have any recommendations for a new phone that I could buy next week? I'm going to try and get this up to half an hour, and if there isn't any more audience participation, after that I'll going to call it a day for the call it quits. Call this part one and try and do a part two later on. See if there's any more audience part. If it can get anyone else involved later on in part two. That's what I do think. As I would do think. I very often split things up into parts. I have to because if I can't get anyone involved in my discussions, there's no point in keeping on with it. I may as well quit for a while and try again later. That's what you have to do with things sometimes. There's somebody else. Someone called Gutsy. Hi, Gutsy. What a name to call yourself, eh? Not exactly very flattering, is it? You want to use? I wouldn't mind. Are Android phones? Depends what sort of phones are the best for making YouTube videos with. Do you think Androids are good for making YouTube? They're the best ones making YouTube videos with. Google Pixel 9. Well, or go with OnePlus 13. What's your budget? I get PIP, personal independence payment. My final pick is OnePlus 13. Best battery, fast charger, overall great phone with a great process. Is that the one that you're using to participate in this discussion now? Yeah, I got the same OnePlus 13. Is it a the Samsung? Is it a Samsung phone, that OnePlus 13? Hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm going to have a look around different phone shops. Maybe tomorrow, maybe day after. I'm going to shop around a bit till I can find something that suits me, that suits me purpose the best. A Samsung, what I'm currently using is a Samsung phone, but there's a load of stuff keeps popping up on it all the time. It's very difficult to make video, especially karaoke. Especially difficult for karaoke. The mod, I'm not sure. I know it's a Samsung. Me, I'm from Northwich in Cheshire. Hmm. Yeah, live alone. Just me. But my mum died nearly 10 years ago now. Got a 7% battery, so what's one advice? Well, well, if you're single, the best advice I could give you is stay single for a bit longer. But I don't know if you are single. What's that one thing you want to change if you move back in time? Don't know really. I mean, we can't move back in time. It's a bit of a question because it's not something that we can do, is it? I don't. You can't change anything. You can't. That's what they say. You can't turn the clock back. It's not possible, is it? You have to just keep looking ahead. The past can't be changed. Something to regret. There's nothing much in my life that I do regret, really. My life hasn't been that bad. Me, 55. And glad to be alive. There's a few people in my year at school. Alright, sir. Yeah, nice talking to you too. I think my phone's on 6%. I think it'll last another half hour. I think it should do. Well, there's no one watching right now. My viewing figures have gone down to naught. That's rather naughty, I think. It's rather no. Gone up to 3. 3. What? Does anyone have any recommendations as to a good phone that's good for making YouTube videos with? No, they don't.
warehouse job position in your area.
For people watching. Does maybe perhaps one of you have any suggestions as to what sort of phone I should get? I'm considering for getting a phone next week. I'm not saying I'll definitely get one, but I'm considering it. It's funny how we've all got the same face as what we had when we were babies. I either have or still have a photo that was taken of myself when I was a baby, and I think you can see the resemblance in it to now. Not too long now to wait, and then well, I've got this discussion up to an hour's length. The longer I make me live Q&A discussions, the more it adds up to me public watch hours. Nearly 3/4 of an hour in length now. It's the less audience participation you get, the harder it is for me to keep the conversation going. But I always persevere, all the same. I always try and keep the conversation going for as long as what I possibly can. It's for as long as I can possibly manage it. But it's not easy. But the less audience participation you get, the harder it is. Well, the longer I keep me live weekly discussions going for, the the more it adds to me public watch hours. The way things are going, me public, I could be up to monetisation standards sometime this year. The way things are going. Just got Samsung Note 10, very nice. Just over 5 minutes to 5 minutes to go. Nearly got this up to an hour now. Nearly got it up to an hour. I might even carry on with it for an hour and a half, or maybe 2 hours even, if we can get any more audience participation. But I don't know if I'd have to. I'd have to plug my phone in. I think. I've just got to plug my phone in. It's gone down to 2. Battery's gone down to 2%. Nuisance, innit? Do we get any more audience participation before before this video comes to an end? I might keep this going for maybe an hour and a half, or maybe even 2 hours, depending on how much audience participation you get. If they can get the audience participation, I just keep it going for as long as what I can. I'm going to keep it going for at least an hour. I mean, it just over 10 minutes to go. I'm not sure what to have. I'm not sure what to have me tea tonight. I'm not sure whether to go next door to Relish, to the Indian restaurant, or just have a bit of soup and celery and orange. Viewing figures have gone down to naught, but two, gone up to two again. Let's see what viewing figures, sort of viewing figures they can get in the next 10 minutes. With a bit of luck, they'll go up again. Hi, John Smith. Is that your real name, John Smith? No, it's not your real name. Well, could you tell me what your real name is, please? What doesn't it doesn't matter. I'd say does what gave you the idea to call yourself John Smith? I've got. Did you ever heard of that? I suppose you probably heard of the world's longest running science fiction series, haven't you, Doctor Who? Yeah, but did you get the idea to call yourself John Smith from Doctor Who? Because there's this. Yes, I thought as much. Because the doctor calls himself John Smith as a pseudonym, doesn't he? I thought that's where you got the idea from. So you went to Doctor Who. I was a. Yeah, he was. I think John Nathan Turner was a producer, a Doctor Who producer, I think. Oh. I've got a Doogie phone. If that helps, is it a fancy? I'm going to go into a shop and ask them what they think is the best model for making for making YouTube videos with. You seen you seen the latest episode of Doctor Who? Did you see the last special? Oh right, yes, it has two cameras, front and back. It's okay, nice cheap phone. I don't want to spend a fortune on this new phone. I'm after. I don't even know if I want one. Well, everyone died except the doctor, because he never handled that suitcase that was killing everyone, did he? Don't think so. I couldn't. I watched it 3 times, and to be honest, I couldn't quite fathom it out. But I might do a review of the latest Celestial Toy Maker magazine. Do you get that? You in the Doctor Appreciation Society? You don't read any magazines anymore. I saw an interesting video on YouTube about why the guy thought Doctor Who has to. Well, what changes do you think needs to be made?
Warehouse job position in your area.
You're probably right about that. You got the YouTube is a good place to express and voice your opinions on these matters, isn't it? Oof. What should they do that dinosaur that nearly swallowed the Doctor and Joy? It nearly ate them, didn't it? What do you think about that? Do you think it's a bit Jurassic? Do you think it's a bit Jurassic Park, that? Yeah, it just I had to keep reconnecting. It, yeah. I think dinosaurs are always a staple. They're always a regular thing in sci-fi, because they don't exist in the 79 yards one was good, and that was set in UK, but it's not really Doctor Who. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe it isn't. It didn't really. He wasn't really. He wasn't. He wasn't even. Yeah, you're right. He wasn't in it most of the way through, was he? Only at the beginning, really. But I do like to see a bit of originality, though. I like to see a bit of originality in things. I'm going to take my phone into a shop next week, and the lass in 79 yards is a great actress. But yeah, well, Ncuti Gatwa isn't the best actor, is he? Hmm. Did you like that episode with the talking babies in it? They were babies with abnormally high IQs, weren't they? You could have a conversation with him like you're having with a 5 year. But what was the what space was it? Space Baby? Was the episode called Space Babies? Did anyone see it? It was an interesting idea, you're right. Blank screen. I think I'm just going to end it.